You want to start us off? Or we'll take
Yeah,
questions?
excited to be here. Making it to the second weekend is always tough, and especially we have all the pressure of hosting a regional here, and with the Final Four here, it was pretty exciting to make it out of that first weekend and battle the way we did. So very thankful to be here. Feel like we're ready to go. A lot of familiar opponents in this regional, but I'd argue this is the toughest one in the country. Just wouldn't be surprised if anybody came out of this one.
Questions?
Dani, and maybe even Anna, this is Freedom Hall. It's not your home. You haven't played here probably in a few years. Does it still feel like a home advantage for you guys?
I mean, hopefully it will tomorrow when we have our fans in here. But it is just like everybody else. This is the new arena. A lot of players have never even been in this building, so it is new and different. But again, with the home crowd, that always makes it feel like home, and the energy. And I do think like having our home court with the Terraflex, the branded bird, that makes it feel a little more at home.
Yeah, I think looking back to 2021 when we played here, I definitely feel like we had that home court advantage. Just that year was super cool, and then and ending it, we had 2 great wins in here to take us to our first Final Four. So I definitely think the crowd helped in that. So hopefully that'll be like that tomorrow.
For both of the players, obviously you got pushed to the wire against Northern Iowa. It was a classic instantly. What can you take away from that game, in now advancing to the Sweet 16 and obviously a do or die situation?
I think there's so much to take away from it, but really just like every point is going to be hard and every point matters, and you're really not out of it until you're out of it. There was moments, I'm not gonna lie, in that 5th set where I was like, okay, wow, like we got to find a way to figure this out. And I think it just showed how competitive we are and how much grit we have. So I think that's going to really help us leading into tomorrow, just really knowing that we can really do anything, and if we come together, we can pull it out.
Anna hit that spot on. We try to remind ourselves that every point is a national championship point, and everyone is out to get us, out to beat us. Everyone has the same goal at the end. Everyone wants to win the national championship. So we just had so much grit, and I think that grit is a big takeaway from that game for us. And then just having a lot of confidence in each other as well, and trust. It's just something that we took away as well.
For all 3 of you, starting with Coach, just talk about Purdue, talk about what makes them a talented team, and kind of going off that point about you guys being in a dogfight, how do you recollect yourselves and now focus on what is probably going to be another dogfight?
Yeah, Purdue, has a lot of history of winning big matches, competing at a super high level, getting, the best players in the state of Indiana to go there. And so it's just a pretty storied program. And they have, an outside hitting duo that is super talented, really tough players to stop, and super athletic. So, we know a lot about their program. We've played them a lot in the past. We haven't played them in a couple years, but always just really great defenders. They're coached really well. It just feels like it's a team that believes they can beat anybody because of the way they play. We know it's going to be a dogfight, and I think playing you and I definitely prepared us for that a little more. But I think we've been saying this now for weeks, like, oh, that game prepared us. That game prepared us. So hopefully we're starting to learn, and we will come out super prepared and on fire against Purdue.
I've never really played Purdue in an actual game. I know we played them earlier this spring, but I know a couple girls on the team, and they're all just so talented. Everyone on that team is great, and it's just always so fun playing against a team like that. So I'm just super excited for that match.
Yeah, nothing really to add. They touched on it. I'm really looking forward to it. They're just a competitive team, and I played against them a few times, and it's always been tough. So I'm looking forward to see how it goes tomorrow.
Did it take extra time to come down off that match last week? And was there anything, I guess for Dani, that you added this week? I know the week before there was a spa day. Anything special this week?
We didn't have much time, so whether it took time or not, it was a fast turnaround because we play Thursday, so we had to get ready, and you want to have a day to prepare for every team in this regional at least a little bit. And so, no, we didn't add any spa days, but we did have a banner in our locker room with goals that we've accomplished throughout the year, and we burnt that yesterday and just decided, what's done is done. It's happened. We only need to look forward, and we don't want anything in the past holding us back.
That kind of goes with what I was going to ask. Seems like such a long road to get to this step. There's been all this talk, Final Four at the end of the year, and you probably heard it every other week,
Yeah.
not every week. And now it's here, it's do it or whatever. Is it, in some ways, does it make it easier just to set anything that comes with that aside and look at each game and this is all you got?
That was kind of the point of burning the banner, is like we've laid the foundation, and now the only thing left to do is just play. And then to hopefully see we had everybody write on the back a goal that they didn't achieve, or a fear, or something that's building up pressure inside them, and hopefully to see that go away. And now it's just relying on each other, and we did the work to be here, and that's a big deal too. I think people forget that it's hard to get to this point, especially when all that extra pressure is on your back. So hopefully they're in the right mindset. We talk about it a lot, to just let it go and play. They can speak a little more for that on the team's mindset.
Yeah, I think our team is understanding like how hard it is, because in years past, like we've obviously made 2 Final Fours, and just realizing like it's not easy. Like every chance you get to get there, every team you play is just out to get you. And I think we felt that against UNI, just like feeling how hard it is going to be to get where we want to be at the end of the year. And it is getting here, and it is close, and the Final Four is right around the corner, but we're not there yet. So I think it was a good reminder for us to kind of be ready and stay mentally engaged and really just not get too ahead of ourselves.
You've been on a team that didn't lose all year and got there. Did this year bring different kinds of pressures that maybe even that year might not have? I don't know.
Yeah, we talked a lot about just the added pressure of it being in Louisville, but I think at this point we've heard it so much throughout this year that we're like, okay, we just want to play and just forget about that and embrace it, honestly, because it's like such a cool opportunity to be here. So this year, every year it's different. In 2021, we weren't really expected to do that, so we just kind of had no pressure at all. We were just the team that has nothing to lose, and I think this program has really built on that. And not that we're expected this year, but just there always is added pressures, and I think our team has done a good job of just navigating that and not letting it get to us.
This is for Anna. There's obviously a lot of talk about relieving pressure, but in so many ways, is that easier said than actually done, with knowing like where you guys are?
Yes, for sure. It's just, like I said, it's so hard. You can't really prep for the adrenaline, the pressure, the high emotions in the match. The team could be on fire. Like, you really never know what can happen. So I think it just determines, like, if we have great leadership, we all come together. The team that works the hardest and is the best playing together, having that mental toughness, is going to come out on top, I think, because everyone's talented at this point.
Anybody else? Okay, we're good.
Thanks,
Thank you.
everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.